Hey, it's almost New Year's. Have you ever had a New Year's resolution? I have right here a guitar. And the reason I'm holding this guitar today is a little while ago, I was reading this article written by a guy who was trying to figure out how he could accomplish the things he never could in his life. He had wanted to learn how to play the guitar for years. He had a guitar, he had all the equipment, he had everything he needed, and yet he could never learn to play. And he started to try and figure out, why can I not accomplish this? This is important to me. I want this. He's wanted it his whole life. Finally, he took the gumption to buy it. And yet, even when he bought it, it wouldn't. Have you ever had a situation like that? Have you ever had a goal that you wanted your whole life and you never got there? I know a lot of people want to be healthy. They want to exercise. They want to learn skills. They want to develop new talents, and it never, ever happens. Well, this guy discovered the secret that made it work for him. He realized every day after work, he had a pattern, he had a routine, and it did not involve his guitar. What he was doing is he would go get home from work and he'd sit down on his couch. So he plops down, and then right over here is his TV. And he realized he would sit down and start watching TV at the end of the day. Man, at the end of the workday, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, blah, blah, blah. He had all the excuses, but what he realized is all he had to do was make it easier to pick up the guitar and start playing it than it was for him to turn on the TV and start watching it. So he took the remote, took the batteries out of the remote, he put the remote in one drawer, and then he took the batteries and put them somewhere else. So he made it very difficult for him to be able to turn the TV on. What he did is he broke his habit, he broke his pattern, and he inserted the opportunity to go in a new direction, and it made it easier to go in the new direction than the old one. If we have a hope, a dream, or a goal, there's something that's holding us back from accomplishing it. And oftentimes it's the programming we have in our own brain. We have these paths that our brain naturally flows down. I don't know if you've noticed this. I certainly have. Years ago, I knew if I told somebody this one statement, I could get them to react in a certain way. I discovered it on accident, and I tested it a few times. I was like, that's really weird. Every time I did this one thing, they'd react a certain way. It was almost as automatic as if I flip a light switch on and the lights turn on. It was kind of like that. But then I realized we're not limited just to that one situation. Everyone's that way. I've looked it up. Researchers have discovered it. They know all about it, but now we can use it to hack our way into accomplishing what we want. So maybe yours is playing a guitar as well. Maybe that's important to you. If it is, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go and put your guitar somewhere where it's in the way. You want it in the way enough that you're going to see it all the time. And it has to be a spot where you're naturally going to have a few moments when you're going to be by it. So where are you at throughout your day? When you sit down, where do you sit down? If you're going to sit for 10 minutes, do you have a favorite chair? Do you have a favorite spot? Wherever it is, put that guitar so it's right there, and you have all the things you need to start playing that guitar. So you're going to have your music set out. If you have a music stand, the music stand is going to be right there. You're going to have, if you use a pick, you're going to have the pick sitting right there. You're going to have the guitar right there, the amp, if it's electric, you're going to get all those pieces. So as soon as you sit down, the most natural thing for you to do is to reach over, pick up that guitar, and start playing it. Now, maybe it's not the guitar. Maybe for you, it's going to the gym. If that's the case, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go out the night before, the day before, some point before, and you're going to find your car keys. You're going to find your wallet. If you take a water bottle, you're going to fill that water bottle up with water. You're going to get all the clothing that you need. If you're bringing a towel, get the towel, put it all in a backpack. Then you're going to set your alarm early enough, and you're going to have all that stuff. You're going to have the clothes you're going to wear to the gym right there. So as soon as you wake up, bam, it is so easy. It's easier for you to go to the gym than to do anything else, because now you don't have to think about it. Your body's like, oh, there's my clothes, put it on, wallet, keys, and you're out the door. That's the secret. You make it so easy to do these things that it's easier to do them than to not do them. If you want to succeed in life, intentionally rebuild the physical environment that you're in so that it's easier to pick up the thing you're wanting to do than it is to do the thing that you usually do.